Check 1 2, check 1 2, microphone check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Left Coast Hockey League COVID Cup Playoffs. Game 2 here against the Dorea Asylum Re-Habs, taking on the Anaheim Fucks. Re-Habs looking to bounce back and tie this series up at 1 before we head back to Montreal. But enough shit out of me. Let's get down to the ice and start this game 2. We are back here at the Fuck Pond. You can get your dick sucked in the top deck and you will not be arrested. We're here in sunny Anaheim, California. The Montreal Dorea Asylum Re-Habs taking on the Anaheim Fucks. Jack Hughes, Connor McDavid taking the face-off at center ice. Let's get game 2 underway. Face-off is won by the Re-Habs. Getzel turns it over for Pionk for Tkachuk. Matthew Tkachuk battling for it. They get it. They're back with numbers. 3-on-2 for the Fucks. Hughes for Tkachuk. Tkachuk back and shoots. He scores! Sam Reinhart early here in the first period to give the Fucks a 1-0 lead. Reinhart from Tkachuk. Ottinger pokes it out with a stick. Reinhart picks up the garbage and buries it. Anaheim out to a quick start here. The Fuck Pond is thrusting. They're out of their seats. They're gyrating. Top line's going to stay out for both teams. Hughes and McDavid. Face-off won by the Re-Habs. Getzel. Jake Getzel looking for a shot. Saved by Allmark. Battling for it in the corners. McDavid and Pionk. Pionk up for Hedman. Anaheim in the zone. Victor Hedman looking to do something with it. It's turned over, though, taken by the Fucks. McDavid battling for the blue line. It is won by Hughes. Hughes for Matthew Tkachuk. Tkachuk, big hit. In is Reinhart. Reinhart looking for another one. Victor Hedman takes a shot. Save Ottinger. And we'll get a whistle. 16:54 left here in the first period. Fucks up by 1. Brain Point Tim Stutzel will take the faceoff back in the Montreal zone. The faceoff is won by the Re-Habs. Dobson up for Thomas. Thomas for Kyrou. Kyrou's hit off, but they hold on. In the zone's Tim Stutzel. Stutzel battling with Hedman. He'll win it, though. Pass did not click to the point. Re-Habs retreat. Dobson. Dobson rings it around the boards to Hudson. Lane Hudson up for Tim Stutzel. Stutzel for Thomas. Thomas back to Kyrou. Kyrou looking for a shot. Unable to get it. Kyrou tried to put it on the back of Allmark's skate, but he's able to hold on. 14:43 left here in the first period. Granlund and Stevenson will take the faceoff. Faceoff is won by the Fucks. Svechnikov. He will gain the zone. Svechnikov. Broken up, they shoot, they score! Stevenson. Unable to get the shot in the first attempt. Chandler Stevenson from Svechnikov and Nurse buries it and gives the Fucks a 2-goal lead early here in the first. Re-Habs just not playing good defense so far. They've let Anaheim get away with a lot. And just like that, we have a 2-goal lead here in the first period of this game, too. Stevenson and Granlund will take the faceoff. Only one shot so far for the Re-Habs. Michikov for Cooley. See, now I know his name. Taken by the Fucks to Stevenson. Anaheim with 2 goals on 3 shots. Ottinger not off to a great start. Kept in, though, by the Fucks. Stevenson. Stevenson for Darnell Nurse. Nurse takes a shot, goes wide. Recovered by Granlund. Granlund up for Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere hit, though, taken by Stevenson. Stevenson back for Seider. For Svechnikov. For Nurse. Nurse takes a blast. Save Ottinger. Recovered by Gostisbehere. He's fighting for it. And he's able to hold on. Full pressure for the Fucks, though. Sent up for Cooley. Cooley unable to get the shot in the slot. It's taken by Seider. The other way go the Fucks. Seider backhands it in. Easy save for Ottinger. Quick start here for the Fucks. Lowry and Protas will take the faceoff back in the Re-Hab zone. Franco for Paul. Paul behind the net for Fogle. One-time blast is blocked. That's got to hurt. Gabe Velarde. He gains the zone and with numbers. And with Yossi. Roman Yossi takes a shot. It's blocked up front. Rebound picked up by Anderson. In the zone is Paul. Paul for Fogle. Fogle takes a shot that goes wide. I think it just went off the stick. Yossi tries to kick it out. It's recovered by Warren Fogle. Fogle. Pass, sharp angle shot. Easy save, Ottinger. We're going to get a whistle with the face-off to the left of Ottinger. Top line's back out for both teams. Jack Hughes, Connor McDavid. Face-off is won by the Fucks. Hedman takes a shot. Save. McDavid up for Lane Hudson. Hudson will gain the zone. Ian back check, though, taken by Reinhart. Sent up for Hedman. Hedman for Tkachuk. Matthew Tkachuk in. Takes a shot. Save. Rebound picks it up the garbage. He scores. Matthew Tkachuk. Crease crasher zone ability. Could we see Ottinger pulled early here in this game? 3 goals on 7 shots early here, barely halfway through the first period. Matthew Tkachuk with the crease crasher zone ability. Re-Habs with a huge mountain to climb. Hughes and Stutzel will take the faceoff. Faceoff won by the Re-Habs. Hudson. Back for Thomas. Thomas for Kyrou. Kyrou back for Hudson. Hudson for Dobson. Dobson, big slap shot through traffic. Picked up though by the Re-Habs. Stutzel back for Dobson. For Hudson. Thomas for Dobson. Dobson, slap shot through traffic. It's blocked. Picked up by Reinhart. Reinhart will dump it in. They'll give chase. Almost mishandled in his own goalie is Dobson. Dobson up for Thomas. Thomas looking for some help. Defensive change going on. Stutzel back to Thomas. Big slap shot goes wide. Picked up by the Fucks. Victor Hedman. Hedman in for Hughes. Slap shot is saved by Ottinger. He's going to hold on. Only 2 shots so far for the Re-Habs against 12 for Anaheim. Anaheim absolutely dummying the Re-Habs. Brain point, Connor McDavid will take the faceoff back in the Re-Hab zone. It is won by the Fucks. Sider for Nurse. Nurse for Jarvis. Jarvis for Gunther. Gunther takes a shot, glove save, Ottinger. And we'll get a whistle with 3:09 left here in the first period. It's going to be a long day at the office for the Re-Habs if things continue in this matter. McDavid to point, take the face-off. Face-off is won by the Fucks. Up front, shot save. Rebound picked up by Yossi, up for Gensel. Gensel will gain the zone, 2.5 left here in the first. Lazy shot on Allmark, and he'll hold on. 2:16 left here in the first, only 3 shots for the Re-Habs. Re-Habs getting outplayed in just about every facet. Point McDavid, face-off once again back in Anaheim's zone, and is won by the Re-Habs. Carlson's shot is blocked, recovered by McDavid. McDavid's pass broken up by Jarvis. Jarvis up for Gunther. He's poked off by Carlson. Carlson for Getzel. Jake Getzel looking to do something. Pinching the boards by 2 Anaheim skaters. Fowler retreats and carries it back. Sends it up for McDavid. One-time shot is saved by Allmark. Picked up by Gunther. Excited behind the net for Svechnikov, and that's going to do it here for the first period. The Anaheim Fucks come out the gate hard as fuck, scoring 3 here in the first. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Left Coast Hockey League COVID Cup Playoffs live here on youtube.com/DimesacUVU, and we'll be back with the start of the second period.
Juice like Snoop, squeezing coupes and Cadillacs. I cruise the future, see deep like magic hats. Now where that rabbit at?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Let's take a look at the stats of the first period. It's not looking good for the Re-Habs. Anaheim up by 3, 14 shots to 4, 17 hits to 10. Time on attack, though, going to the Re-Habs. Faceoffs also going to the Re-Habs. Re-Habs got 40 minutes to do something. Down by 3. Let's get down to the ice for the start of the second period. We're back here in the Fuck Pond in Anaheim, California. Jack Hughes, Connor McDavid taking the faceoff at center ice. Let's get the second period underway. Faceoff is won by the Fucks. Pionk. Pionk mishandles it, comes all the way back out to the Anaheim zone. Up for Pionk. Pionk in the zone. And for Hedman shot, save Ottinger. And he'll hold on for a whistle. 18:45 remains here in the second period. The Re-Habs with a huge mountain to climb. Top lines will stay out. Jack Hughes, Connor McDavid. Face-off won by the Re-Habs. Carlson. Carlson for Yossi. Yossi sends it up for McDavid. McDavid for Gensel. Gensel in the zone for Marner. No look pass broken up, and here comes Matthew Tkachuk in on the breakaway. Matthew Tkachuk, 1-on-1, go to shoot, save Ottinger. Ottinger keeps it moving, though, out for Carlson, for Marner. Marner will gain the zone. Marner pass back for Yossi for McDavid. Connor McDavid pretty quiet so far in this series. Turned over, taken by Anaheim. Reinhart up for Jack Hughes. Hughes tired, though. Gets it to Reinhart. Reinhart takes a shot, glove down, Ottinger. And we'll get a whistle. 16:20 left here in the second period. Point and Stützle face off back in the Montreal zone. Face off won by Dobson. Sent up for Hudson, up for Kyrou. And it's Thomas. Thomas takes a shot, goes wide. Picked up by Seider for Jarvis. Jarvis gains the zone. He's poked off, though, taken by Dobson for Stützle, up for Kyrou. Kyrou for Dobson. Up for Hudson. Hudson for Kyrou. Kyrou gets it up to Thomas. Turned over, though, taken by Gunther. Other way come the Fucks. Rain point for Jarvis. Jarvis! Unable to pull the trigger. It's held on by Ottinger. He's going to hold on. 13:08 left here in the second period. Face-off won by Anaheim. Anaheim shot off the post. By Pranko. For Svechkov, Brandon picks up the rebound. Taken by Mitchkov. Mitchkov for Cooley. Cooley, unable to get the shot. Brandon takes a shot, save Allmark. And I'm getting, I'm texting the door. I'm talking with the general manager of Dorea Asylum, and I had made an error, broadcasting error yesterday, saying that I don't believe the Re-Habs had won the COVID Cup, and I was wrong. 2021, the Re-Habs won the Marcy Cup and the COVID Cup. But I believe no one has won the Triple Crown yet. I do believe I'm correct there. No one has won the regular season, the Marcy Cup, and the COVID Cup. I could be wrong there as well, though. I have to go back. We don't keep records well here in the LCHL. Shot by the Re-Habs, saved by Allmark. Gives a hit off Gensel. Gensel back to the point for Carlson. Carlson for Yossi. For McDavid. McDavid takes a shot, save Allmark. Face-off back at the Anaheim zone is going to be Hughes and McDavid. Face-off won by Anaheim. Pionk. Kept in the zone. Taken by Tkachuk. Tkachuk. Tripped, or no, interfered by McDavid. Face-off back in the rehab zone is going to be Jack Hughes and Protas. Anaheim on the power play. First power play of this game. Dobson. Dobson will dump it out to the red line. In the zone comes to Chuck. He's checked off the puck, though. Rehabs will go ahead and clear it the length of the ice. 1:20 left here in the power play. Sent up for Jack Hughes. Hughes for Matthew Tkachuk. Tkachuk unable to pull the trigger. Backhand save. Rebound. Picked up by Dobson. And Dobson will go ahead and clear it out to the Anaheim zone. Gunther up for Jarvis. Up for Stevenson. Taken by Gabe Velarde. He's unable to clear, but recovers. And now he will clear it. 10 seconds left here in the power play. We are back at even strength. And I'm 0 for 1 on the power play. Down for is Gabe Velarde. Velarde, under the shot, rebound. Oh, almost dribbled in on Allmark. He's going to hold on. 6:11 left here in the second period. You know, I think I understand. I think I know where I made the mistake. I think other than the inaugural COVID Cup where the Marcy Cup was determined here in the sim game, I don't think the Fucks have won an actual COVID Cup since the titles became two separate entities. But Anaheim did win the Marcy Cup in the simulation tournament before the COVID Cup was even a thing. So the Re-Habs were technically the first COVID Cup champions in 21. Then 22 won by the Squirrels. 23 won by the LA Twisteristers. And then 24, of course, won by the San Jose Snipes. So to my knowledge, we have yet to have multi-time COVID Cup champions. All the top teams have won. Face-off won by the Re-Habs. Getzel backhand, saved by Omar. Full pressure for the Re-Habs. So it goes without saying this year, one team will become a two-time COVID Cup champion. Or in the case of the Fucks, will become a two-time simulation tournament champion. Because as you remember, the first year, 2020, was not for the COVID Cup. It was for the Marcy Cup. Lowry and McDavid taking the face-off. Won by the Rehab. Shot by Feller is blocked. Up for Fogle. Fogle in. 2-on-1. Up for Paul. Paul takes a shot. Save. Rebound or almost dribbles in. Fogle looking for Paul. Paul takes a shot. Saved by Ottinger. Sent up for Marner. Marner will gain the line. Gets it for McDavid. McDavid shot. Save. Franco for Point. Point up for Gunther. In the zone, Seth Jarvis. Jarvis takes a shot, glove down Ottinger, and he's going to hold on. 1:17 left here in the second period. No goals yet here in the second. Frame point, Tim Stutzel takes face off. It is won by the Pucks. Nurse for Sider. Hunter for Nurse. Nurse's pass broken up. Taken by Stutzel up for Kyrou. 40 seconds left. Kyrou in the zone. Kyrou takes a shot. Easy save, Ottinger, and he's Allmark. He's going to hold on. Face off to the right of Allmark with 18 seconds left. It's going to be Hughes and Stutzel. Rehabs desperately need a goal here late in the second to make this one interesting. Unable to pull the trigger. It's taken by Reinhart with 5 seconds left. Reinhart in the zone. Unable to get the shots broken up by Stutzel, and that's going to do it here for 2 periods. The Anaheim Bucks lead the Dorea Asylum Rehabs by 3. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Left Coast Hockey League live here on youtube.com/timestackUVU, and we'll be back after these messages with the start of the third period.
second guess it. Or test the blessing you was past. When you flash greatness, they'll shake like epileptics. When they get the message, make sure it's loud and clear. If they ain't in the crowd to cheer, then fuck it, man, it's just a preference. All these people try to cater and sway, scared what a hater say. I tell a hater go play in the intersection. If he trying to scrap, he know where he can find me at. He feeling froggy, this is science class, and he'll get dissected. That's the confidence required to survive. Look in the mirror, I can see the fire in his eyes. Automatic, a machine, wires on his side. Probably fuck around, retire in my prime while they ducking and jiving, lying, ducking and hiding. Hard shell, but they hollow, ain't got nothing inside them. So I'm coming to find them, to put them down. That soul yellow when I buck another round, cause it's just another round. Bad with names, worse with faces. I prefer the body stay nameless. Yo, it's just another round. Not the same, went through changes, turned into something that's dangerous. Cause it's just another round. You better duck than hit the fucking ground. Cause it's just another round. You better duck than hit the fucking ground. I said it's just another round. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Light my fucking blunt, grab the mic, I fuck it up with your bitch, and she on my dick, I made her bust a nut, I'm the shit. I just came to let y'all people know I got that cotton candy, that's sweet and low, lit as fuck. If he drops the ball, I'ma pick it up, different cut. If he say he ball, I'ma stick him up, triple cup. That's cause I like to keep my water chill. I'm about to quit and switch to selling dope if I ain't got a deal. These whack motherfuckers got that poppin' clout. My bank account is drier than my cotton mouth. I pull up at they show, but I ain't hopping out. The chopper hanging out the hoopty, tomahawk will chop him down. I'm sick of all this underestimation. I'm waiting for the wrong one to test my patience. Then I'ma snap, wipe my hands clean and hit my summer destination, ho. He's such a cocky motherfucker. He a cocky motherfucker. What a cocky motherfucker. He's so cocky. He a cocky motherfucker. He's a cocky motherfucker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the stats through two periods. It's been all Anaheim all day. Face-offs, though, going to the Re-Habs. That is going to be important here in the third. The Re-Habs have a huge hill to climb. Let's see if they can make it interesting. Let's get back down to the ice. We are back here at the Fuck Pond in Anaheim, California. These fans are dry humping in the stands. Jack Hughes, Connor McDavid. Face-off at center ice. Face-off won by the Re-Habs. Carlson up for Marner. Marner's pass broken up by Hughes. Recovered by Tkachuk. Up for Hedman. Hedman gets it for Hughes. Jack Hughes shot. Save, Ottinger. And we'll get a whistle. Face off to the right of the goaltender with 19 left here in the third. Rehabs need 3 to tie it. McDavid and Hughes, top line still up for both teams. Face off won by the Rehabs. Yossi for McDavid. Sends it up for Carlson. Pass broken up, though, by Tkachuk. And Tkachuk in. Tkachuk gets it back to Reinhart. Reinhart shot. Just wide. Recovered, though, by Reinhart. Battling for it. It's Tkachuk. Tkachuk gets behind the net. Gets it for Pionk. Pionk back for Hedman for Reinhart. Reinhart, big slap shot through traffic. Blocked. Recovered, though, by Pionk for Matthew Tkachuk for Hughes. Hughes takes a shot. It's blocked and goes wide. Carlson for Gensel. Gensel up for McDavid. Connor McDavid gets it for Marner. Marner, though, is poked off. Another way comes Braden Point. Point in the zone with Jarvis. Jarvis is hit off for Gunther. Gunther's shot is save Ottinger. Kyrie for Carlson. Up for Stützle. In the zone is Thomas. Thomas able to hold on. Shoot, save, rebound. Oh, so close. Just dead on the goal line there. Another way comes Anaheim. Braden Point. Recovered, though, by the Rehabs. Lane Hudson. Hudson unable to hold on. Taken by Sider. Sider up for Jamie Benn. Jamie Benn in. 2-on-1. Benn unable to get the shot. Svechnikov takes a shot. Blocked by Hudson. Hudson up for Kyrie for Stützle. Stützle in the zone. Looking for Thomas. Thomas unable to pull the trigger. Line for Stevenson, won by Nurse. Nurse for Svechnikov. Svechnikov in the zone, he's poked. Back for Ben. Ben to the point for Franco. Franco takes a shot, it goes wide. Recovered by Granlund. Granlund for Gossespierre, up for Michkov. Michkov makes some moves, taken by Anderson. But recovered by Michkov. Centering pass is broken up, taken by Ben. Stevenson will gain the zone for Jamie Benn. Jamie Benn unable to get the shot. Puck loose, picked up by Granlund. Gossespierre sends off the boards for Michkov. Michkov for Cooley. Cooley's tripped up, and that's going to be tripping on Mikey Anderson. First power play for the Re-Habs. Re-Habs can bury one here. This would make this game a little more interesting. Power play for the Re-Habs. Top power play unit out. McDavid taking on Braden Point. Face-off is won by Anaheim, though. Franco for Hedman. Hedman for Fogle. Fogle able to clear it up to Hedman, and Hedman will clear it out the length of the ice. Giving chase is Pionk. Recovered, though, by the Re-Habs. Marner in the zone. Waiting for some help. Takes a shot. Save Ullmark. Re-Habs will clear it to the neutral zone. Sent up for Getzel. Jake Getzel will pass his man. Takes a shot. Ullmark will hold on. 41 left here in the man advantage. Re-Habs still down by 3 with 8:45 left. They need some quick goals. Face-off is won by Anaheim. Nurse for Sider. Anaheim will clear it. 20 seconds left here in the power play. Michkov sends it up for Kyrou. Pass broken up. Taken by Paul, and that's going to do it for the man advantage. Rescape even strength. Paul passes it behind the net for Stevenson. Stevenson for Nurse. Nurse unable to get the shots. Recovered by Kyrou. Up for Michkov. Michkov back for Stutzel. Stutzel's poked. Jarvis passed it behind the net for Pionk. Pionk gets it for Jarvis. 6.5 left here in the third. A lot to a little. Jarvis pass broke up, sent up for Gabe Velarde. Gabe Velarde able to get past one defender, but he's checked by Pionk. Sent in for Hedman. 5.5 left. Victor Hedman gets it for Reinhart. Reinhart with the first goal in this game. Dobson passes it up for Mitch Marner. Marner dumps it in. They give chase. Sam Reinhart in the zone gets it for Matthew Tkachuk. He's checked, though, by Hudson. Up for Hudson, up for Getzel. Getzel in with David and Dobson. Takes a shot, save, rebound. On for in front of the nets. Won by the Fucks. Anderson. 3 minutes left. Reinhart for Tkachuk. Tkachuk takes a shot. Save Ottinger. Back to the point, Mikey Anderson. Broken up by McDavid. In the zone is Getzel. Centering pass misses its mark. Comes all the way back out to the Re-Hab zone. Granlund with Gossespierre. Gossespierre pass intercepted by Lowry, but recovered by Fowler. Cam Fowler for Granlund. Granlund takes a big slap shot. Save Ullmark. Franco pinching to the boards. Outnumbered, though. Lowry takes it up to Fogle. 1 minute left here in the third period. Re-Habs hopefully can get one, break the shutout, take some momentum, and then head back home. Connor McDavid gets it for Granlund. Granlund's shot is blocked by Lowry. 40 seconds left. Ball up for Anderson. Anderson for Franco. Franco gets it in for Fogle. Fogle in all alone. Fogle takes a shot. Save Ottinger. And we'll get a whistle with 31 left. All but academic here. The Anaheim Bucks will take a 2-0 lead. Heading back to the Dorea Asylum tomorrow. Point Granlund will take the face-off. Face-off won by Anaheim. Nurse. Covered by Cooley for Carlson. Carlson up for Yossi. 20 seconds left. Granlund. Granlund, he's checked. It's recovered by Nurse. Nurse, long lead pass for Gunther. Gunther in outnumbered. He's poked, taken by Granlund. 10 seconds left. Michkov. Gets it for Cooley. Cooley up for Granlund. Granlund in the zone. 6 seconds left. Looking for one nice fuck you goal. Rebound. Saved by Omark. And Omark will get the shutout here in game 2. Disappointing game here for the Re-Habs. They go down 2-0. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back tomorrow with a pair of Game 3. San Pedro Squirrels and San Jose Snipes, 1 game apiece. Anaheim up 2-0. You've been watching the Left Coast Hockey League COVID Cup playoffs here on youtube.com/DimesacUVU. We'll see y'all tomorrow with a pair of Game 3s. We out. And always, Dante, why don't you go ahead and pack that bowl? We're out. Peace.